Here we go. Next up on the 2025 Jackson County Basketball Media Day, the section varsity boys under head coach Derek Wynn. We have players Tyler Green, senior point guard, Jackson Cooper, senior everything. He's what you used to list as the athlete on a roster. Jackson LeRoy, senior guard. Brodie Overdear, he too is a senior everything, an athlete. So we welcome them to the event. Coach Wynn, give us a little overview of what your 2026 section boys are going to be like.
Well, good thing about this group, they're all experienced. Got pretty much everybody back from last year's team. So we'll have a lot of continuity. Added some new faces and stuff, but for the most part, it's going to be an experienced bunch who should have pretty good depth. So looking forward to this group.
Is the experience part of it going to be the strength of this team? Yeah,
I would say so. When they were in ninth grade, I think this bunch won 8 games. Then, made a run their 10th grade year and won area championship, made it to the regionals, and then last year had Final Four appearance. So, they do have all that experience on each level. That'll help them, with day-to-day stuff too. So it's always good to have experience.
State tournament last year, you participated in the state tournament, earned that berth in the state tournament. I suppose that's the number one goal for this year is to get back to Birmingham.
It is, and it's everybody's goal. Ever since these guys started playing, that's always been the goal. And if you play at section, that's just what it is. Hopefully we can play, some good competition during the season, get us ready for that. It's always one of the toughest areas in the state that you got to go up against, and sometimes you got to play them 5 times like we did last year. So hopefully, we can stay healthy and put it all together to make another run.
What y'all do over the summer to get you prepared for this year?
We played pretty much all over. Played UAB, Jacksonville State, some Gunnersville trips. We went to Huntsville High School, played in a big city tournament over there. So tried to play some higher competitions, see different kind of levels of what we're going to see throughout the season to try to prepare us for postseason and just kind of see what we got.
The trip to Hoosiers Gym in Indiana, tell us a little bit about that, how that came about.
We were trying to make up a schedule to prepare these guys for postseason play. It come across, there's a coach's Facebook group come across there, and I just reached out to him and told him, hey, I think that's something we'd be interested in. Initially thought we could go and play Indiana team, high school team on Friday and then play, on Saturday. They don't start basketball until after Thanksgiving, so Ohio doesn't either. Kentucky doesn't start until December, so we're going up there to play one game from an Alabama school and coming home, I reckon. So the experience is what we're looking for, though, mainly.
But the highlight of that has to be pretty special.
Yeah, and I don't know how many of these guys have actually watched the movie Hoosiers.
No.
I know Ellis watched it for the first time last month. But, we'll have a big event, hopefully, where the community to come out and watch the movie with us and then all go. Right now, I'm already pre-sold probably 130 tickets, of guys going up there with us to watch that game. So that's pretty cool to see the community come out.
Absolutely.
And come support.
For Coach, for you and the players, just talk about how do you deal with the expectations? I know at section there's always a level of expectations, but when people look at this roster, they're gonna pencil you in, in Birmingham. How do you guys navigate that and because you're going to get everybody's best shot on your schedule?
Yeah, and I'm not to be arrogant or anything, but that's just part of playing at section. That pressure's there. The daily time group, the community, and throughout the state, you hope that they put that pressure on to put us, in that Final Four spot. but with that comes a lot of work and discipline that you've got to do way before it even gets to that. Good thing is these guys don't run from it. They enjoy it, and you want to have that pressure. You want your job to have that pressure. You want your guys to compete and to have that pressure. Otherwise, your job's not real important. And when your job's not real important, why are you doing it? So these guys enjoy that, I think, and I think they understand it. But biggest thing is we can't start looking in March before we even get to the first game.
All right, players as well.
I think that everybody at section knows that that's the standard is to win blue maps and things of that nature. So I think we all know what we are getting ourselves into with that comes with the little things like the off-season work and stuff like that. So
yeah, I feel like the pressure, it's definitely there. It's definitely the preparation that Coach Wynn, during football season, before basketball even starts, just all the stuff we do with the fall league, the running, all that, just to prepare us to understand, we got to take stuff game by game. Can't look ahead. You got to understand that no matter what, we're getting everyone's best. And I feel like that's the number one thing.
I think definitely just being mentally focused and mentally disciplined, especially with those expectations and not allowing any outside noise, whether positive or negative. And just because of those expectations or maybe what we've done last year previously, we can't expect just because of things we've accomplished that our goals to accomplish this year is going to be any easier or a given. And just I think just really just being mentally focused and just going one day at a time and one game at a time and not overlooking anybody, and I'm just giving it our all every day and every game.
I think that we should not take nothing for granted this year, senior year. Take it day by day and worry about the next game and hopefully win a blue map.
Do y'all embrace that pressure that you kind of gets put on you, whether it's deserved or not? I mean, do y'all embrace that?
Yes, sir.
I think so, especially as we've said, just at section, it's just expected of you.
And I will say about this group, it's a humble group. They know nothing's going to be given to them. They're really humble, and they come to work every day, whether it's in the weight room, in the classroom, or whatever they do. They're going to give their best, and when you got those guys, it's hard to beat them. And these guys get it done when they can. Now, we keep them pretty humble as coaches, stay on pretty hard, but they take it within stride, and they compete every day.
We have the four seniors here. Talk about the rest of your group for 2026, coming off the bench and so forth.
Yeah, so we've got 7 seniors this year. It seems typical a section to every 4 years you've got a massive senior class. The good thing is they can play basketball. We've got these 4 returning starters. We graduated a starter off last year's team, so we've got a hole we've got to fill. The other seniors are the Thomas twins, Aiden and Aaron. They've actually done a really good job, had a really good summer. Aiden had a great fall league, and they've been putting in the work. Cooper Williams is another one who is one of the best teammates you can be around. So he's that guy that will get sparing minutes, but he's a really valuable part of what we do. And then you've got juniors Luke Swinford and Cam Tinker, and those are motor guys that come off the bench and give us a spark when we need it. Luke does a really good job on top of red, stays active, ball always finds him, seems like. A lot like LeRoy, so we really don't dip when we have to substitute there because they remind me a lot of each other. And then Cam is going to come in, and he's going to have to take care of the basketball and do what we do. So, and then rounding that out, well, not rounding it out, my other junior is Landon Vaughn, who is playing football right now, but had a really good summer. It was down to him and another guy to take a spot on the varsity, and he took that and ran with it. Really earned his spot on the varsity because he honestly was not on my radar to take that spot. So a guy that's come in and figured out his role and does it really, really well. And then Jake Cloud, who's moved in over the summer, is going to be a pretty good offensive threat for us. Got to work on him defensively, but is really good with the ball in his hand. So,
And everybody knows the area you play in, y'all Pisgah, North Sand Mountain. How much, the multiple times y'all play each other, how much does that help y'all when it gets to post-season time, out of the area tournament and into the regionals and on to the state? How much does that help playing those teams?
Biggest thing is it's rivalry games every time you play. So, I mean, you know these guys. They know us. Cole's not going to do anything different. I'm not going to do anything different. And Coger's the same way. You know, it's just guys that's been doing it for a long time in one capacity or another. But to see those guys day in and day out, knowing that you're going to have to see them, you know, in the grocery store or something, that just makes you compete that much more. But, you know, they're basketball heavy schools, you know. So that's always big, and you want to make sure that you're ready to compete against those guys. But it's like that every year, you know, and that's why it would be very valuable for the state of Alabama to go to a region play in basketball instead of area play, because you got 3 teams, and you've got a good team that's sitting. And, you know, it's not right, but it is what it is. I know the girls the same way. It's always a good team sitting at home, and they deserve to go to Jacksonville just like anybody else. But the way the system's made up, it doesn't work that way. So you've got 3 good teams in the state, and top 10 teams usually, and always somebody competing. And you like to think whoever wins that area has got a shot at the Final Four.
Jason.
You talked about the, you know, just the expectations and everything, but what are some of the players kind of, what do you want to see from this year, and how do y'all get better, and just the things that will make y'all better for this run that you hope to go on?
I think definitely, just like I stated previously, just our mental focus and our mental toughness, and just not looking ahead, and not, while we still have those goals of you know, of state championships and all these goals, these big goals, but we have to focus on like little goals and little victories as well. I think will help us, and just being composed and just not, I mean, really just repeating, I guess, what I said earlier, just not expecting anything to be given to us. And especially like y'all talked about, like our area and stuff, and just knowing that, well, from every team that we play, just expecting their best and coming with our best. And then like with our area, and just being focused, and just like how last year we'd play Pisgah 5 times, and just knowing that no matter how many times we had the outcomes of the previous games, that didn't matter when it got to regional finals. And just being composed and focused and just mentally tough.
Anybody else? All right, Coach, what's your message to this team as you get set to start the season and try to make that run back to Birmingham?
You know, I think it's the same message we always talk about ever since they were in junior high. The most disciplined team wins, you know, majority of the time. So, like, these guys have got to be disciplined in what we do. They've got to trust what we do, and these dudes are that, you know. So we're going to be disciplined. We're going to do things the right way. We're going to get after you. And whatever the score is at the end of it, it is what it is, and you've got to move on. You know, we don't have time to dwell on anything. We've got other games and bigger aspirations that we've got to go after. But staying disciplined, staying humble, and continue to work like they do is going to be the main focus throughout the year.
Well, we wish y'all the best of luck this year. You open the season November 10th at Fife, and varsity girls and varsity boys along with the JV teams. And we wish y'all best of luck. Derek Wynn, head coach, and our players joining us today, Tyler Green, Jackson Cooper, Jackson LeRoy, and Brodie Overdear. Good luck to the section Lions.
Thanks, sir. Thank you all for having us.